she's so deep in her man-made worship and whatever that she can even go to the river and bring them, put it in the house for you, begin to worship them. Even when I was born, she named me after her shrine. Although the story of how I was born, that is another serious story that before my birth, her children were dying. Her children were dying. Two died before me. I think a boy and a girl, yes. And they are so have grown up. So I was the next to die. I stopped her death, the death of her children. Because during my birth, according to them, I was tied in her womb. And what was the reason? They said she was giving birth to male children, which meant in future to come, this family is going to be a great one and all that. So we now decided they buried something inside our kitchen where she cooked. So that was the thing that was a kind of remoting and killing the children, according to them. So I was the next person, and there was tied also to that. I revealed the, the secret of what was killing the children. And through me, in their own way, I believe we were able to resume those things that were buried in our kitchen. And then where I was tied, they, they went and excavated that place. And eventually I was born. And when I was born, I was very sick. And because of stopping the death of our children, he now named me Old Ajolo, meaning a consoler. I've come to console her. I've come to stop the death of her children that she no longer cry again. And then my greeting name, he now named me Aheliosa. Aheliosa means that war does not claim everyone. At least no matter how tough the war may be, it cannot claim everyone. So that is this. So I'm telling you, those names, these names are very significant, and they means a lot to her and also in my life. So which also come to know and experience too that they have a lot to do also in my life and personality. And so that was how the background of my mother. And so when I was in Channel 3, when I was there, so I insisted that she must be converted. Of course, she started the journey for me. Why? Because she made sure that after my primary school, that I would leave Warri to go and stay with my elder brothers as well. My father never thought of that. He wanted me to succeed as a strong man who used to carry the strong masculinity in the village. He's very strong, powerful. So he wanted me to succeed in my own life. But my mother said, no, I must leave this place. So my mother actually started the journey for me, even though she was a pregnant, and insisted that I must leave. You don't need to worry. You see? And with her help, that was how I left. So now that I have received salvation, I have to come back also to take her along. And so, although it was very tough, very stubborn, then I told her, since you allowed me to go to seminary, and now I've started going to seminary and also going to church, then she must follow me. She must come with me. So she told me that since I'm ashamed of her and of introducing her as my mother in the seminarians who are coming. I should tell them that my mother is late when they come. She said, I said, but you are still alive. So after much battling and battling, I told her, I said, see, this gift, this thing, because she was by profession, she's a midwife. She can deliver about 2 or 3 women in a day. That's her gift. This local midwife, yes. And so I told her that, you see, going to church does not stop you from doing this. It's your gift. So she was telling me, so, okay, how will she do? Because she didn't want to know. I think her problem was that once she started church, she will no longer do, and it's a part of her life. So I told her, no, going to church does not stop you. These are gifts. But then there are things you will not be doing again. All this consultation, going to throw something and divination to know whether someone else you will not do that again. He said, how will she do that? I said, let me tell you, you are not God. It is only God that knows everything. And it's only God who can solve every problem. You are not God. And I gave her an example. I said, look at doctors. We have doctors for eyes. We have doctors for ears. We have doctors for bone, for teeth, different. No doctor claims to be doing everything. So I told them, I see, when the woman comes to you to be delivered, and now there is complication that the woman cannot deliver, because that's her problem. Because when she's delivering any woman, and it is difficult for the woman to, she will not go and do all those divination to find what is holding that. And I told her that no, you don't do that. I said, you cannot solve every problem. What you can do is to refer them to hospital where they have implements, apparatus, all equipment to do what? To operate the person and bring out the child. Because not every child can deliver normally like that. Yes, mostly when the child has you know, that's one of those things that kill children. Overweight, yes. When a child over the child in the womb, then during the time of delivery, the mother cannot deliver a baby. And in the process, either the child will die or the mother may die. And these are being our problem. So I told them that you refer those cases that you cannot handle to hospital where they will now open up the mother and then bring out the baby. And the child and the mother will be saved. So when I gave her that answer, she was satisfied. Then he said I should go and throw away those and shrine. I was about to burn them. She stopped me. He said she will take them to where she bought them. I said, how? She said she's going to return them. So she carried them, used her hand and carried them to the river and threw them away. And then so I should bow her head, but I should use holy water. Then and back. The day my mother went to church that day, because she has over 50 disciples. Yes, over 50 disciples. So that was how my mother started church. Was baptized by Bishop Rock, and they confirmed also. And that was how I converted my mother. But then after that, she was attacked. Yes, I attacked her for following me to the church. They wanted her to die. But God said that. And she lived for 94 years. Before she died. That's a Christian note. That's a yeah. What do you want to know again? Very, which were supposed to be dramatized. Yes.
That's why you have to say that.
Yes. This is the story that supposed to act in a movie. Yes. This story I'm telling you is supposed to be dramatized in a movie. Very people. Yes.
Father, what values or spiritual disciplines have sustained this?
It's my devotion to our son mother men. Because that is the source of my. She called me to serve the son in this capacity. And throughout my seminary, I suffered. When I was talking about suffering, they said, I suffered to the extent that some, during my seminary days, once I stepped into the seminary, my husband, which I contacted my first apostolic work, I work at CKC. And I suffered this ulcer for 10 years. It was so bad that I used to bleed blood. Then plus malaria and typhoid. Most of my exams in the seminary, I used to write them alone. Why? When others are writing exams, I'm in the hospital. After they finish it, I will get well. And then I will come back to the seminary. Then they have to set another exam for me. I'll be moving from one lecturer to another. Sometimes I have to stay alone in a big hall writing exam. And sometimes when I go to the lecturers, they will abuse me, they will insult me, that who send me to seminary and all that. I curse my mother, curse my well, everything, yes, Father. I'm sorry, Father. But the truth of the matter is that at the end of all those, stress and everything, at the end, what happened?
Okay, so Father, we're saying something before. The MTN number you dialed is currently. I also want to ask, how has your experience in St. Mary's Parish shaped your mission and your ministry?
Yes, I was saying something before. But please, can you tell them they can on the gen so that I'm all the time? Okay. If you want to conclude this interview, set a pause. Are we pausing? The father will complete it. Yeah. You go Alpha. I'm in interview with the media. Can you on the at least? Because we need about 30 minutes more. Yes. All right. My life story. This is something you're supposed to have known since. and then put into drama.
So that we just consider this as perfect opportunity to document this.
My journey to the seminary to the priesthood and is a mystery that's been added. When I was in Boli, they added it. How I got my vocation and all that, and the conversion of my mother. There's a drama too, they call the wisdom of the priest. They added